out this new Seiko Lux. This is the Seiko Prospex 1968 Divers Modern Reinterpretation GMT. Yes, that long title is what this watch is known by. It's been nicknamed, there you got the booklets and stuff. It's been nicknamed the GMT Marine Master. It's a little shorter than the 1968 Divers Modern Reinterpretation GMT. This is based on the 68 model, and let's take a look at it here. Really good looking watch. Yep, there you go. This one, out of all three GMTs, I figure I'd start with this model. This is the one that they kind of shown mostly in the advertising and in the promotion of this new series of GMT watches. Last year we had the GMT Seiko 5s. Year before that we had the Presage GMTs, and then so now this year they came out with the Divers GMT, which is nice because the Seiko 5 isn't a true Divers. There you can see the case back, of course with the tsunami wave there, and check out the bracelet. And it's got that little latch there. What that latch does is if you have a wetsuit, it kind of opens it up for you to go over the wetsuit. You know, pretty much standard Seiko band there. It seems to have been getting a lot of hate lately, the band online, but it's a good looking band. It's a tool watch, so you know, what do you want with it? Could it have like little things, you know, more of a micro adjustment and stuff? Yeah, I think that might come in the future, but Seiko likes to leave things simpler. You know, that's kind of the company's philosophy. With the micro adjustments, sometimes, you know, it might get jammed up and stuff like that. They like it a simpler watch that has less problems. That's kind of their philosophy behind it. But check out this beautiful green dial. You can see the golden GMT hand there, and I know people might want an all stainless watch and none of the gilded look to it, but that gold really makes that GMT kind of pop out against the green. Green and gold is such a great color combination. And then, so this one is the first GMT divers that we got from Seiko in quite a while. Any historians out there, if you know when they first came out with the GMT diver, please mention it in the comments for everyone to enjoy. But I really like this green dial. It's not super bright like some of the green that you get. You know, it looks, you know, almost too bright, almost like a comic book type of green. Here with this green, it's dark and it's rich looking, and I kind of like everything about this series. This is based on the 68 model, but here at this angle, you can see it is thinner than the normal 68 models. It's just the basic design of the case that they used, but it's just a real comfortable watch. And then I'll get this guy on in a little bit, and you can see how it fits on the wrist. Everything's really neat about it with the tooling on the bezel. And speaking of the bezel is also a ceramic bezel, and just looks good overall. And then here you got the other angle of the watch, and then you kind of got that stop sign second hand on there with that one. So overall, I mean, you can see the green in the different shades here. So the GMT hand, it's set independently without interrupting the time of day hands, and again, it gives you basically a GMT. For those of you that don't know, it's like just a second time zone that you can see on your watch. It's great for people who travel, bounce between place to place. Here you can see it on my wrist, and the watch runs for 3 days once fully wound. Now you can see here it's got a good wrist presence to this watch. So if you don't like a little bit of a bigger watch, I'd probably skip it if I were you. This model, the green dial, is the SPB 381, and it also came out with 2 other models that I'll show you, and you can compare to. My wrist is a 7.5-inch wrist, and let me get into the details on the sizes here for you of this guy. So the movement here, the 3-day movement, is the 6R54. It's a new movement that they use with the GMT, and it's a 24 joule movement. And size-wise, here we can see all 3 of the watches together, so you can kind of compare colors. You really see how dark that green is, because next to the black, it doesn't look so much brighter. The diameter is 42 millimeter, and the thickness is 12.9, and that's for all 3 of these models. Lug to lug, it's 48.6 millimeter. The bezel again is a ceramic bezel, sapphire crystal, and it's got anti-reflective coating on the inner surface, and we've got a Luma Bright on the hands and indexes. And the lug size, for those of you who like to switch bands out, it is a 20 millimeter, and this is a professional dive watch. That's why you got the date there kind of in between the 4 and the 5, and because of that, they have all the markers. That's to get ISO approved for the 200 meters. They need to have all the markers on it now. And so it is 200 meters, or here in the US, 660 feet. So of course it's got a screw down crown, and the clasp that we saw earlier is a 3-fold clasp with secure lock, and it is a screw case back on this. And you can see the middle one is the new limited edition one. I'll be doing a video on both the limited edition silvery light blue face, it's like a glacier, and then the black looks classic. Personally, after seeing all these, my 2 favorites are really kind of the green and the black. The white, the ice diver style kind of jazz, save the ocean type thing. I like that style, but with this bigger kind of watch, I kind of like the black or the green. It matches more of the heaviness of the watch to me. And here we could see it in the dark. As usual, great lume on the watch. So I'd like to take the time to thank everyone for watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you're interested in one of these new 1968 reinterpretation GMTs, or as affectionately called, the Marine Master. Man, I kind of wish they would come back with that slogan, the Marine Master. It'd be nice to see it on the dial again instead of the Prospex logo. I know there's a lot of big fans of the Marine Master, and I am one of them as well, so it's kind of nice to get a watch that pays a little more homage to that. If anything, look us up. We're depalas.com, and if interested in this watch or any other Seiko watch, just drop us a message. I'd be glad to help. All right, thank you. Have a good one. Bye.